Yeah, it all just comes down to how much Nico can get from this pet position. He's got no more support. They start walking in. The first tap comes in towards a headshot, looking to fight a little bit more. Struggling onto the pick. The knife's even come in. A big start off with a knife kill.
Well, that's a hell of a way to return back in the opening frag. Headshots not being landed by the T side, however. Mantu returns against Tabson and gets the advantage back. Such low HP in the back. Alexi B can line up too, and Mantu
still taking this as a pretty heavy bonus round. 3 SMGs still out in play, but the first shot coming in.
Nico with a slow jump round the corner, giving up that kill to the T-side line. Alexi B finds a trade back, however, from the longhouse position. Zentaris will burn a little bit. Tizian follows suit. The HE of Alexi B does find Zentaris with the damage being done earlier by Flamesy.
And unfortunately for them, in all of that chaos, they still lose the man advantage. And it all really started off with just that AWP pick out from mid.
From Nico. Again, as you mentioned, it was a bit more of a bonus round. Maybe if Mantu could grab his M4, that would be great. And I think that's what he's swinging up to do. Oh, that's better. Another nade from short is going to be much better than what they initially anticipated here. Keto and Tabson tag so early, and Nico actually gets cheeky, sneaks underneath the smoke, gets the kill. Valde is traded out B-side, though. Mantu bearing down, ready for the shot, connects onto Tizian. Gains the advantage back for OG. Tabson has wrapped over towards short control. Mantu's accounted for this, though. They're going to go for the short plant, so the AWPer can't catch that frag.
They need a bit of a fight, and they need one quickly. Mantu could just sit into the pit and wait for his teammates to just get on retake. Oh, Boost even coming up! What a duel!
That was beautiful for Searson. Flames is going to trade him back, though, so man advantage maintained by OG. Can Tabson find the trade? The last player on long is Flamesy. Head domes and Taurus takes his face, and it's all left to Alexi B. 1 versus 2. He's almost looking for that first. Gets him down to 18 HP. Neither player can connect their kill. Mantu might find someone else, though, and indeed, Tabson falls.
That's a fake, though. Like, they've still got the bomb and 2 players up towards a short position. Maybe just waiting to see what Keto could find.
They'll find 2 kills on the lineup. Oh, Valde took out Alexi B. That might be enough now, knowing that there's a very tagged up individual over on the CT side, and only 1 player towards his B-side defense. Valde still holding on, though. Gets Zentaris. Next up, player dropping over, gets a tag off. Not enough to get the kill. Nico can swing back and try to clean up the rest of the pieces, though. Searson in a 1 versus 3. No smoke to cross back. He will jump face, see them coming, and the no-scope just doesn't connect. OG win their 4th. It's all a case of timing. Alexi B aggresses, looks for several, sees Zentaris, catches Keto as well. Last bullet of the spray finds him. Tabson can't trade it back. 2 for 1 as Mantu tried to find position. He was going to burn alive quite heavily. Walks right into it, and I've never seen damage tick by that fast in that scenario. Tabson finds Nico to a 3 versus 2, and Big have maintained the advantage.
That's now all falling apart for the city side. Flamesy can't find anything out from ramp. Valde's now the last one left to clutch.
Control, but no utility to get him back out on the initial entries. The Kriegs adjusting, gives up the angle, actually. Valde's forced out another 1v1. But can he find Searson? The AWP repositioning back over to the short control. Valde got a bait in this first shot, got to do it pretty quickly as well. Sees Searson, but Searson lands the shot. Straight in, out to the long control. Sprays through Tizzy and Molotov. Forced them out of the way. Valde knows that Keto's out there, and Incendiary are going to try and come forward, but no, he challenges directly. AWP and Mantu wins the fight against Searson.
He's just stuck. He needs to take a fight. He's got to hope that at least a bit of a distraction could be pulled away from the short position, but Mantu's still watching.
Good shot on Tabson, 3rd face, won't allow a kill at this moment. M4's also sneaking closer, Keto's finally going to enter, but dealt with by Flamesy. Tizian gets Alexi B on the trade, and meanwhile the bomb starts walking up to the site, should get planted for short here.
Get that bomb plan in, and for the CTs, they're in a very good position. They've got a couple of kits in play, they can slow it down, work off one another.
AK trying to find their way back out, look towards the CT position. Drop out. Zentaris is going to be known here to Flamesy. Tizian waiting with the 2 players coming out of short. The flashbang would have connected. Nico peeks ahead of it. All on Zentaris now, knowing that he's dropped down. Takes that first face. AWP can start facing as well. Catch up on the flank, and Zentaris is so caught out in the open. The kill comes in from Valde, and so will the defuse. Playing around the default positions, leaning slowly up into the mid-control. Mantu and Nico held back here, and they'll catch off Tabson at the right moment. The smoke clears up and the kill comes in. The M4 sees heads and bodies of others, tags up Searson so heavily, or Keto rather I should say, will burn. And Searson still so low at 12 HP. 5 on 3, making it 2 as Flamesy gets his engagement. Nico sees a very low HP AWP, can't quite capture the Molotovs, can't extend either CS, and finally gets one trade, but that's a 3 for 1, and look at the HP numbers for Big here.
Ooh, they have been able to pick off the player towards CT, and if more frags start going their way, you can start believing a little bit more, but you're right.
And Volde's passive, being faced in upon, the player out towards tunnels is going to take face. Volde takes the spray, and Alexi B catches Searson through the wall bank, through the mid doors. The CT Force now into their T side. The utility on Alexi B and Volde, PT50 out for Volde as well. Look at Tizian's aggression though on the USP. Mantu pixels away from catching him off. 2 players face, and Tizian catches Mantu first and foremost. Can't get Nico though.
From that T side, keeping a bit of an eye on, and for Tizian, he might be wanting a bit more.
Slow face, gets another headshot, makes it a triple. With Tabson getting involved elsewhere, Zentaris will get caught off towards mid by Alexi, but that is onshore. And Frank together, seeing the head though, no chance. Tabson doubles up.
OG now slow it right down, and for Big, they've maintained the early long control, but outside of that, they've got to get a bit of damage back in, and Tabson strikes out from mid.
Can catch off T-side presence, but the SMG, the CT forces will not see anything. They finally cropped back, but still no damage being done by this AK. Manic sprays and all. Alexi B finally takes face against Keto, who still wins his fight, and Zentaris is all alone in the back of the site here. He's got to get a kill on somebody, but overwhelmed by Nico's AK. So back to 3v3 we go. They find Tabson and Searson and all, and Tizian stands alone.
Wow, so many fights being taken there for the OG side before the bomb even gets planted, and Tizian even gets caught off from Valde. At least Keto knows no one's at B now.
Nade on Tabson, only does damage to 2 in very minimal amounts. Got to win that fight against Flamesy first and foremost, and he cannot seem to do it. 5 on 4 gained. And where did Big go with this? 2 players out long, 2 players at CT. Nice nades up, backstab inbound from Valde, and Keto can trade it back to 4v4.
And now they're going to go with it. Now they've been able to cut off the lurk. This is a position in which they could go in for the retake.
HP on Alexi B, though, is going to be the next main concern. He takes his fight, can't quite win it, but also doesn't lose it. Alexi B gets a second chance at taking down Zentaris now. 3 left standing for Big. Taps through from Tizian, and Searson comes up with the orb. Flamesy and Alexi still on site. Alexi's so low HP. 1v3 seen there on the short box position, and trying to hide behind those smokes. All 3 CTs coming in from the same angle. Sprays back, they catch the kill. They should catch the defuse as well. Tizian does have a kit.
You can make the exception that he hasn't had a great economy in general for the team, so he doesn't get on the AWP that often, and he's on a scout this time.
Keto, another great kill to open up against Alexi. Volde trading back on Tizian. Nades back and forth. Flames is a dead man. Tabson will make sure of it. 4v3. Big. Might be what Nico will do. Gun barrel seen!
Oh!
Volde! Okay. That's a good shot. And again, that evens. The B-site's open.
And now it comes down to the rotators, which are really going to take some time. OG have got a perfect chance of getting a 3-on-3 post plant.
Keto's going to flash in Tabson as well, straight up, does not see the bomb planter. Faye fires the wrong angle, I should say, and Volde gets the trade now. 3-on-2. Late backstep from Zentaris being set up. Keto's looking forward to the AWP, and Volde just continues his sprays. 4K to his name.
And Zentaris has got no option but to hold on to the M4. What a recovery round after they were down by 1.
With the AWP. And further flashes over. The nades inbound, that could catch him. That's the opening kill. Tabson takes Mantu.
And now the execution comes in. Flamesy with a big entry. Get that bomb down out towards a short position. So much utility coming in over the top. Flamesy looking for another double kill. Oh. Not quite that triple, but Tizian finds one. And Valde's looking to cut off the rotations out from mid. Can't quite do it. Back to the 2v2.
There's Zentaris holding a chance in the round. Keto leaning up with the AWP. Caught by Nico instead. And Zentaris all that remains. Kit's in full set of util. Can he put the nade on the right position? Can he catch off Nico in the open? Yes, he can. Spray through. Where's Alexi? Where's the last man? Back towards the ramp position. He's got the right angle. Not quite the right placement. Sees him. Looks for the AK headshot. Now to go smoke and defuse. Tap it once. Try win the fight. But Alexi gets it instead. 1M4 holding the mid position, ready for the mid to be play, which is what OG looks set up to do. Smoke's coming in very early. This could be a very quick play to end off the whole map up. M4's got to line up so much. He gets damage to the first, kill on the second. Mantu trades it, and the M4 Zentaris struggles to get his kill. Does find Mantu in the end. Is tagged to 34. Backup is on the way. The bomber's crossed the site, but it's lost Valde right here. And OG might not be going that far with it. Zentaris lines up 2 more kills. And a very interesting start to the finals. At least 16-14. OG going for the rush tactic. Where's the smoke? He's come up there trying to extinguish the flames. Valde gets that first kill and that second. And Zentaris Keto overwhelmed. Flamesy's in the midst of the smoke. Tizian has no idea. It's a 4v2 for OG. And I think Big may have bottled it.
You might be right about that one. It all comes down to the retake. Both players coming out for mid. 2-man advantage now for the T's.
Focus fire, Valde catches the angle and sees it, it's all on Tabson, no chance, Valde with a quadra, and OG are hyped about that map victory. They need one more map to make this series theirs and make the grand finals of Spring Sweet Spring theirs as well to book their spot in Land Sweet Land. And the pistol round goes live a bigger the CT side here on Nuke. Mantu opens things up with the execution already coming in from OG, wasting no time, getting straight in with the picks, and the bomb plant should be secured. A 5-on-3 now for the T side.
A bit of a ramp fake coming through to an inner take, and even the nade up towards heaven. Look how much damage that does onto the city side as they look to retake.
Mantu watching with the Glock, seeing Citizen and Zentaris perfect headshots lined up for him. A quadra. Tabson taking some damage as well with the CT basis. Outside the USPs, the firing squad actually catches Nico. Headshot found, and against these USPs, Flamesy should be able to clean them up pretty easily. Nice nade in. Damage to be done. Get the kill on the first. Not quite the second. Tizian's AK does get back up out towards Hell. Tabson traded. Zentaris dink off against Mantu. Keto gets the kill on Alexi B and doubles up on Mantu as well. Hold on.
And for Valde, not only has he got to get the kills towards outside, but he's got to try and recover the bomb. Keto looking in from the locker's position. Haven't really seen a lot of opening fights coming through out towards that garage position. Early util out towards the squeaky position, and Tabson just spams his M4.
First frag found. The AWP is Citizen looking for the second. Going to try dive back out of secret. Did not see a second T-side member. Might not be aware of the out yard players. I think the footsteps are going to be heard by Tizian though. Tabson being careful about this. They're going to cross. Got to focus on Garage. Fire coming back. The CT's trying to aggress back towards outside via the secret control and from Tabson's part 2. Perfect headshots to make a triple overall for him. Flamesy fighting out of the corner in a 1 versus 5. He can get one good pick and a second. Not quite a third though. Zentaris shuts it down. Looking to the left and looking to the right. Finally seeing the utility inbound, smokes up, sees one man, gets that frag and falls away. Smart and disciplined. Blind shot through the smoke, doesn't connect anything. Could have been lucky, could have been good, could have been not. Oh, the M4 Keto though does his damage. If he held that position for an extra second, that would have been the kill on Alexi B. 28 HP.
Very, very silent and slow. They've got to try and get a bomb plan in and at least play out the post plant.
The door opens up and now Zentaris realizes what's happened here. Backup is on the way. He's going to try to defend against it via the double doors. Gets the 2 joules he needs. Alexi B's so low. Meanwhile, engagement against Valde. Gets one frag upstairs at Squeaky Door. And Alexi's on 2 HP for this clutch. Might be able to find a frag against Keto. Flashbang turned away from, still blinds him off. They know exactly where he is now at the vents. They're going to stick the bomb defuse. He will get that one shot in, that one kill against Keto. But nothing more than that.
Valde at times, Flamesy too. No one stepping up here on the T side for them.
Okay, how quickly Citizen gets outside. Orp v Orp battles won by Mantu. Citizen's caught completely blind, and Mantu finds another. Straight outside of the entries, 2 kills, no trades. Big have finally met some resistance from OG. Gap in that smoke though. Tizian can punish Flamesy. And the Orp of Mantu ready against Zentaris. He misses the shot. Zentaris trades it back to Evans, and he's looking for more.
And they've even dropped a player towards lower that can come up from the secret position, and if they time it right, they might be an angle where the T-side aren't looking at all. Zentaris wins another fight, and now the bomb gets dropped.
Not like this, OG. Perfect entries, the perfect start in the round. Alexi B can get Keto to turn it around back to a 2 versus 2, but now Valde finds Tizian next, and it's all left to Zentaris to try and hold the clutch. He got 2 kills on outside. Bomb is still in his vision. Can still defend against the T-side players. Got to find a different angle to work off of, though. He's very back passive. He knows that Valde is indoors. Is he aware of Alexi B? Start creeping. Start moving. Utility inbound, seeing the player, and Alexi B wins that fight. Recovers the scenario for OG. Yeah, B could still get 12. And again, you say that 10 would be enough for them to win the map outright. They've already gotten that part. They're already up to 11. First frag found. Indoors, Alexi caught off by Tabson, the late play on the boost up.
It's getting to a position for Keto where he's just going to try to isolate these fights and spots that bomb too.
dropped it, baits in the AWP shot, knowing where Mantu is. Back up, has, I think, rotated up the vents, or is that a T-side player? I think it's a T-side player, actually. Yeah, Nico snuck lower. Incendiary is out, they're going to catch him off guard. They do get that one kill. Tabs in there with a trade up Heaven, so 3-on-2. Man advantage still for Big, but they have access to the A site here on OG.
A bit of a wrap coming in for Lobby, and this play could be everything for Sirison. Is anyone watching for it?
Up in, scopes up, they know he's there. AK takes a fight towards Mini, and Tabson wins against both. Utility already being used to pop open the squeaky doors. There's no defuse kit in for the CT forces. Alexi faced in by Searson immediately with a drive-by headshot. Tizian does get traded back by Flamesy, but they've left the second T-side player up there, which they're completely unawares of. Searson's already up towards the B ramp, and he gets Flamesy the drop, so Keto's backstab not necessary, but he will cut off rotations coming back towards the ramp entrance. Nico in particular caught first, but Nico wins the fight.
3v3, but even for Sirison, look how close up towards ramp he is. He wants to try and take more fights coming in.
Volde wins out one, Mantu gets Searson, it's all left to Centaurus to clutch it, he can't make it happen. Volde gets his 2k and OG claim the pistol round.
Just getting out of there, not really looking to try and take a lot of fights. There might be that one player out from credit card to look for something, but Centaurus just finds the angle, and Nico can't see anything over the top of the smokes.
Keto, he has a perfect handle against Mantu, wins that fight nice and effective. Reaction timings. No need to worry here for Big. One player towards outside though, and the all Searson's a little bit too tunnel vision to see him, so Nico can find one response. Keto has been seen as well. M4 takes that fight and wins it. It's back to 3 versus 3. Big giving up these jewels now out towards Mini. No one checks it. Volde's allowed 2 kills for their trouble, and Big very, very scrappy on that. I don't know what happened. I feel like they got way too complacent there to win the series and to win Spring Sweet Spring. AK is in, Tizian gets his deagle shot on Alexi down in the vent, so that's a good start for the T-side, gaining an advantage. Can they work off of that? Several players upstairs, Nico is one of them. Sees Centaurus, Mac 10 wins that fight, that's huge. Volley smoked off, Flame trying to make his way up, and Tizian catches him off from the vents. 5-on-2. And of all the buys for Big to win, it had to be the hero AK that looks the most confident. Mantu does take Tabson at least with an exit frag, but that might be all they go with. Volde is going to try find a play out towards Heaven. Maybe might catch Keto. Indeed he does, but falls off the railing. So I imagine just grab that AK and save it, or not. Searson's close, but he still can't quite find the angle for the T-side players to work with. Mantu's going to try flashing forward. Searson's right there. P250 takes his fight. Does tank grenade to the face as well, but gets the kill in the end. So leaving all the Mantu to save, get an exit frag.
Yeah, that's excellent, really, if you're a big supporter or you're even a big player in that one.
Squeaky door. Keto works towards outside, detected by Alexi. Alexi gets that kill. Nice flash in, catches all players blind. Tabson leaning forward with the bomb on his back. Volde looks in with the FAMAS, dealt with by Searson. Nico's M4 lines up 2 kills, overwhelmed by Tabson in the end. Mantu quickly back here with the AWP. Can't land the flick shot. Alexi B coming in from the back line. Tizian has no idea. He gets overwhelmed, and Tabson's up to clutch. Gets that first headshot, and that second. Hold on. 3 kills to his name. Where's the last man coming from? Doesn't see Flamesy. 15 seconds he adjusts, but Flamesy wins the fight and wins the round for OG. Searson leaning, edge of the smoke. Who's going to see who first? It's Searson. Lands on Mantu immediately, kickstarts this round, but Volde where with a trade. Can he catch off the AK or the AWP again? No, Searson doubles up.
Nico's got to be able to try and fight his way back in. Damage being done onto Alexi, and Nico's really the lone defender out towards main, just gets swung on by Keto.
2 left, Alexi B fluffing his Molotov's going to get forced back. Flamesy does get a kill on Upper, but that's as far as it goes. Searson with a triple.
Even if you get off to a poor start, all it takes is a couple of really decent rounds, and it gets you over the line, and that's probably what we're looking at right here.
Carefully placed here from Big, no execution, no contact as of right now. They're falling away from ramp as one CT starts pushing. CZ lines up plenty of damage. Keto actually takes out Centaurus as a result of the damage being set up for him. So, 4-on-4, Nico's deagle, can frag on Keto, drop that bomb, drop back in towards Hut perhaps. He did see the AK's gun barrel. A 4-on-3 with a backstab continuing. Alexi does get caught off guard. Deagle taps forward, misses every shot. Searson trades it. Nico now to hold the sight on his lonesome incendiary out. Taps and gets caught. The bomb gets dropped. 15 seconds with only Searson remaining. 1-on-2. Backstab continuing to complete itself. And they finish off the job. Nico with a quadra. Tags up in the Molotovs. Here come the T-side forces. Nico watching round the corner. Keto and Zentaris so heavily tagged by the HEs. Valde watches, looks left, looks right, trying to look for Zentaris and Keto. Zentaris gets in trade, knows the second player right around that corner. Nico still wins the fight. Back to a 3 versus 3. Him and Mantu are so low. Bomb dropped in the open, and finally Searson can maintain an advantage here for Big. 3v2. Bomb going down, will do damage to Searson, but Big have the site. Mantu watching towards outside control, trying to lean up here. Searson, slow walking, quiet walking. Flamesy checking every angle on the site. Mantu now reveals his angle towards outside. M4 on site itself. tabseN peeks forward. They win the fight against Tizian, but now Searson has the angles, and him and tabseN combine to finally get it. 16-13 on map 2. Well, Big on the CT start for winning the knife round as we get into our final map of Spring Sweet Spring. Big and OG both fighting for the title, and taps come through to do initial damage towards Nico. Searson looks around the corner as Tizzy and Mantu and Flamesy get involved to start things off for OG and for Big. Zentaris holds back, Mantu comes in the backlines, gets him in the back of the head, and it's all left to Keto to clutch it, but not to be. Mantu.
I'm trying to just see if they can be able to follow up, and at least out towards mid, missing Alexi B put a top con smoke down. tabseN just trying to see if he can spam through, ends up finding that kill into Flamesy.
Was his crosshair anywhere near him? Like, he was pretty far away. Kill found, started around. Searson follows suit on Nico towards the apartment. Shot easy. 5v3 situation. tabseN to wrap over as Keto gets another good kill, and Alexi into connector, and now Mantu and Valde just got to hold on to the weapons.
Don't even lose a player.
Creeping closer, Zentaris with the AK on the cross. Mantu is going to pass that bomb over, so they're going to get the information towards it. Could line up 2 players, and indeed, Zentaris pick those 2 frags apart. Perfect timing against OG's peak. 40 seconds, Zentaris continuing to wrap around the corner with the AK, seeing Alexi drop that bomb. Nico involved as well. Zentaris continuing with his pre-fire. OG continuing to peek into his spray. 4 kills to the AK's name, and Big have tabseN to close it out. Another round where...
That was sick. Like, that really has it all for Zentaris. The timing is everything. Flash over, lines up both players onto Flamesy and Mantu. And then just the way that he follows up with his 3rd kill, he starts falling back, but he's like, I'm probably going to get swung on, so I'm just going to start pre-firing.
How far will he overextend? Far enough to get the kill. Nice start for Big.
Just what they needed, but now the compressors just come out. They start running in towards the site, and tabseN's just backing up his teammate. Keto falls, and it all comes down to tabseN. He's got to try and fall back now.
Valde flashing him out of position here towards this stairs angle at the CT spawn. The bomb plant can be secured. Heavy tag damage done to OG across the entire board. tabseN's the only player who's low on Big. He's on 15 points of health though, so it's an easy trade. Valde just going to wait. They haven't checked the front corner, and he gets 2 kills. Not quite the triple. Tizian looking for a triple of his own and a 1v3 clutch. Orpa to face next here towards connector control, and Mantu. The double ops in for Big here immediately to respond to OG's offensive. tabseN instantly peeks into mid, gets the kill on Alexi. The AWP of Mantu can't get the trade, and tabseN's still sticking around for more. Flash is a bit mistimed, so he does get blinded off. Smoke down, or ready for Searson, doesn't need the full-on shot. tabseN gets the kill. Nico striking back from Palace though, finds 2 players, both of them out of the connector control. It's all going to rest on Tizian on the site because he's gone towards spawn instead. Nico running out, footsteps heard, instant response from Big. How much can he find? Close range against the low HP. Orpa lines up on Valde as again they peek back into the crosshair of the CT defense, and Tizian holds down the 1v3 defense.
Oh, they know. They know. They can get Tizian back over towards A, and it just comes down to the air defenders to start putting the util in, set Tizian up to go for this backstab.
Straight shot on Valde, get that kill and start to fall away. They've got the man advantage, and they know it's a set piece. Keto with his AK watching does get drive-by by Flamesy. Now Tizian and Zentaris with the automatic weapons. Zentaris down to 44 out here, sprayed through the firebox. Alexi gets credited with the kill. Now the man advantage of OG. Boost up for tabseN. Will try look on top of the ticket booth. Mantu's AWP still holding back in the backlines. Bomb plant can't be denied. It's back behind the danger boxes. Alexi will get tagged. They have seen the player at stairs though. Flamesy traded Alexi. Known Mantu swings back with the AWP pick to a 3v2. Tagged heavily on the T side. Searson's AWP can Strike and Alexi back to evens they go. Still going to get to the site with only 1 kill on Tizian, and he drops immediately to Mantu's flick. Such low HP. The Incendiary should find him. The USP finishes off the job, and the bomb now in the open. Searson, no kit, tapping the 10 seconds, sticking the whole thing. Nico trying to peek forward the shoulder. The AWP's on lock, but Nico still wins the fight. Big struggling to convert here. The AWP is in for Searson. Doe gets that first start in. Can he find any more with this? I think the T-side players are going to add real quick towards this opening frag being found against him. No utility resistance, they back off. Xantares knows what's going on. Mantu with the orbital peek out to the open sea. Nothing. Flamesy with the bomb on his back gets caught. Keto follows suit with the AWP pick. Mantu with a 1v5. He's got that first kill. Will not find a second.
We haven't actually seen a lot of kits coming out from them for the majority of the rifle rounds, at least when the economy's been low. Ooh, aggression coming through out from Palace. Nico's just ready for it.
You see the leg of Alexi perhaps? Alexi's going to see him first. Spray secured. 5v3. Finding the frags for it here. Orpana starting to rotate. Flamesy still catches the headshot of Xantares. Tight angle to hold. 2 players left. 1 player left. And OG, well, looking like they're going to get a 9-6 here on T side to gain the advantage going into the second half of Mirage. Will that shake big? Will this advantage be enough for OG to take the championship? Utility inbound for Nico on the Incendiary and Flash. He already used one flash to get into the mid position, and the smoke goes down towards Connector instead of Connector jungles. And Taurus trying to provide support here as the majority of their forces out here on the right-hand side. Bomb plant can be secured. Valde peeks forward, though, does temporarily deny the bomb plant. Alexi following suit on tabs, and they'll drops the bomb for good here. 3 versus 2 as Searson disables Mantu. Takes out that headshot back. Xantares now focusing with the P250. Needs to land some sort of impact here. He's one of the high fraggers. And Searson going forward leaves him all of it to do. 1 on 3. 1 headshot found. Sees Nico as well doing tags against both the players, but in the end, the numbers game. Searson trying to watch with a scout. Mantu gets tagged up. Alexi holds closer to smoke. Finds the first frag on Keto. Lots of damage being done to the CT side. Finally, Searson's going to turn that scout into a frag, having tagged up so many players. Now Flamesy here with the SMG. Close range against 2 players of his own right. Gets that 1 player at the drop. Grab that bomb on Tizian, now entering into the site for a 3 versus 3. Mantu is held back towards CT. His own HP advantage. They need to get some backup towards him. Valde facing. For Mars out for Xantares, watching from jungle. Searson gets a pick. Valde trades it back to evens again. And Big are holding their own here. But OG constantly making sure the man advantage does not favour them. 20 seconds, now ticking to 15. Tizian, bomb plant, could be denied by Mantu. Swing up, oh, a hair too late. And now Searson has a chance.
Just trying to get eyes onto that bomb, get that scout out, try and see if he can get the 4K overall. The tag comes through, and the follow-up shot does. And another clutch coming through for the big side. This time it's Searson.
But they are holding close range positions above that smoke. They see Searson. They can't catch the full-blown kill on him. 2 players left towards the site. Nico found Alexi being lands a headshot on Tabson, and Valde follows suit as well. Alexi lands 2 headshots, in fact. Is going to get forced back, but it's a 4-on-2 advantage for OG.
And now they can just play the numbers game, get that scout in passive, try and see if they can get some more kills. Alexi with the scout is just tagging them up, keeps getting these headshots in, and Xantares is even getting peeked in from behind. 2 players out for the apartments. What a round in from OG.
Did you see Alexi did just smoke? I think he might have just caught him. Oh, pixels the difference. Neither player saw each other. That could be the opening kill, or it could be glorious. Tabson strikes on Valde instead. Alexi gets the trade, but it's all a ruse here. They've gone towards the B site, but the CTs have read it. OG had 3 players to hold this off. Nades tagging Tizian. Mantu holding with a scout shot to tag up Keto. Nico deals with Xantares on short control and looks for a double. Flamesy turns his AK up against Tizian, and Searson's got to save the glass cannon AWP. OG. Perfect reads, and Big, they're bottling it again here, Dweg.
Even Mantu just looking for a bit of a pick out from mid.
Got that name pretty successful on Tabson. It's Valde, however, that strikes from short. Keto dealt with immediately. Scouts in, Molotov's back. Force these players out with the smokes coming down. Tabson with the Krieg. Valde gets tagged to 27 here. Mantu with the AWP frag. Flamesy follows suit on Tabson. Tizian with his trades, and Taurus caught out. Both players trying to enter here towards ramp and Palace. Alexi still on site though. His M4 has been seen by Zentaris. That's one more pick back to a single man advantage, but Mantu lands his shot. The AK gets 2 lineups. 3 kills for Zentaris now. Got a challenge on Mantu. Pistols out the AK spray. Comes together for the 4K. And Big are not ready to go down just yet. Flamesy and Valde considering a face. I mean, the smoke down will try and stop them from doing so. The Eagle facing on the site, sees his one man, does do some tag damage to Zentaris. Sisson also gets tagged. Ooh, they line up a good couple of kills. Nico and Flamesy. Flamesy's got 2 picks. It's a 4 versus 2. No! Not like this, Big! We waited so long to watch you concede and play a single round. 1 frag found for Tizian, but Nico's got it. And that is a heartbreaking way to end it all for Big. OG 2-1 in this series, and they are taking Spring Sweet Spring.
For everything that I hoped for, everything that I feel, I couldn't breathe at all without her. I barely breathe when she's here. And when I finally gone under, turn my head to